Hello and welcome to the MCQ lecture series. In today's class, we are going to look at some of the important multiple choice questions with respect to Financial System 2, which is the economics general paper for SYBA. In my previous class, I have covered some of the MCQs with respect to Brics Bank. In segue of the same, in today's class as well, we are going to look at some of the MCQs from that same segment, which is Brics Bank and Brics as an organization. So let's get started. The first question is, dash are the important objectives of Brics. What are the important objectives of Brics? And the underlying options are: first is acts as a bridge between developed and developing countries. That means Brics as an organization acts as a bridge between developed and developing nations. Second is helps in increasing the bargaining power of all these developing countries at international level or at international organizations. Third is provides advantage to developing countries in trade, climate change negotiations, etc. And last is all of the above. That means acts as a bridge between the developed and the developing countries, then helps in increasing the bargaining power of developing countries in at international organizations, then provides advantage to developing countries in trade, climate change negotiations, etc. So here option D, all of the above, is the correct answer. That means the important objectives of Brics are not only to act as a bridge between developed and developing countries and helping increasing the bargaining power of the same, but also provides advantage to the developing countries in trade, climate change, etc. So here option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope that is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Same sort of question about objectives. The question is, the main objectives of Brics are dash. Let us look at the underlying options. First is engage in information sharing and work for economic cooperation. That means information sharing between the developed and developing countries and also the member countries, and also work for the economic cooperation between these countries. Second is establishment of Brics Business Council. That means all the businessmen from all these important countries who are members of Brics, you have to establish and it work towards establishment of a business council wherein the leaders and also the business persons from all these countries can come together and engage in trade per se and commerce per se. Then we have third, which is advocate the interests of middle power on global platform. Again, a similar sort of point which reflects the sort of bridge which Brics forms between the developed and the developing countries. And last is all of the above. So here the main objectives of Brics are, again, the correct answer is option D, all of the above. That means establishment of Brics Business Council, advocating the interest of middle income countries or middle powers on the global platform, and also engage in information sharing as well as work for economic cooperation. So in these two questions we have seen 6 important objectives of Brics, and they are: first was act as a bridge between developed and developing countries. Second is helps in increasing the bargaining power of all these developing countries at international levels or at international organizations. Third is provides advantage to developing countries in terms of trade and also in terms of climate change negotiations. Fourth is engage in information sharing and work for the economic cooperation between members. Fifth is establishment of Brics Business Council, wherein members or people from the member countries can come together and engage in business activities. And last is advocate the interest of middle powers on global forum or platform. So these were 6 important objectives of Brics. I hope they are clear. Let us now move to the next one, which talks about the functions of Brics, and the question is, which of the following are important functions of Brics? Important functions of Brics, and the underlying options are: A, plays major role in global economy. Obviously, if you look at Brics as a member or as an organization per se, they are contributing hugely towards trade. They also have contributions toward foreign trade. The population also has more or less half the world staying in these countries. So all these things are there. That is why we play a major, or the Brics per se plays a major role in global economy. Second is contributes in reforms of international economic institutions per se. Then third is Brics contributes, or Brics countries contributes around 19% of global exports. So a very large quantum of global exports comes from all these Brics members. And last is all of the above. That means plays a major role in global economy, contributes in the reforms of international economic institutions, as well as Brics countries contributes around 19% towards the global exports. So here option D again is the correct answer, wherein we are looking at 3 important functions of Brics. I hope the question is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Again, the next question is in relation to the important functions of Brics, and the question is the important functions of Brics are dash, and the underlying options are: A, contributes towards foreign direct investment; second is Brics countries represents 42% of world population; third is plays an important role in establishment of Brics Bank or the New Development Bank, as we have seen in my previous lecture; and the last is all of the above. So here again option D, all of the above, is true with respect to the functions or important functions of Brics banks. They are contributions towards foreign direct investment, then Brics countries represents 42% of the world population, and also plays an important role in establishment of Brics Bank or New Development Bank. So again, these 2 questions are giving us 6 important functions of Brics, and they are: plays major role in global economy, then have contribution towards the reforms which are taking place at an international institutions on international level; third is it contributes around 19% towards global exports; fourth is contributions towards foreign direct investment; then we have population, 42% of the population is coming from these Brics members, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa; and last is plays an important role in establishment of Brics Bank or New Development Bank. So these were 6 important functions of Brics Bank. I hope the objectives as well as the functions of Brics Bank or Brics per se, to be very precise, are pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. The next one is the main organs of Brics are dash. The main organs or decision making bodies of Brics are what? First is A, board of governors; B, board of directors; C, president and vice presidents; and last is all of the above, that means presidents, vice presidents, board of governors and board of directors. So here again the main organs of Brics are denoted by all these 3 important points or important institutions, like the board of governors, board of directors and presidents and vice presidents, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this question, which talks about the main organs of Brics. I hope that is clear. Let us now move to the next question, a but obvious question. There is one president, but how many vice presidents are there? So there are dash vice presidents of Brics Bank. So you have to understand this. There are 5 member countries here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China and South Africa. So amongst these 5 members, one president is elected, and then the remaining vice presidents come from 4 different countries or the member countries. So here there are dash vice presidents of Brics Bank, but obvious 1, 2, 3 and 4, these are the options. So 1 president and 4 vice presidents, and therefore option D, 4, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope that is clear. Let us now move to the next one. Each member country of the New Development Bank or Brics Bank as we call it has dash percent share, Each member country has dash percent share, and the underlying options are A, 10, B, 20, C, 30 and D, 40. So here there are 5 members, they have equal shares. That means if you divide 100 by 5, so effectively you get this number, and therefore each member country of the New Development Bank or the Brics Bank has 20% share. I hope that is pretty much clear. Let us now move to the next one. The New Development Bank gives priority for loans towards dash sector, or the Brics Bank gives highest priority to loans for or loans towards dash sector, and we have the underlying options: A, energy; B, transportation; C, water, sanitation and food production, and last is none of the above. So here we have to understand that the New Development Bank or Brics Bank is giving highest priority to renewable energy, to be very precise, energy in this case. So here option A, energy, is the correct answer to this particular question, wherein we see that this segment is around 30% of the loans are given to this. I think 24% is going towards this. I'm not pretty sure about water, sanitation and food production, but you can obviously check that. So here highest is going to energy, and then it is going towards transportation. These were important, that is why I'm highlighting them. I hope this question is clear. Let us now move to the last question with respect to chapter 3. Okay, so last question with respect to important international institutions. We have seen IMF, World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and then this is the last topic, which is Brics Bank. In the previous lecture we have seen couple of questions, and here also we have covered more or less good enough questions. So this is last question with respect to chapter 3. Brics also has partnerships and cooperation agreements with dash. Brics also has partnerships and international cooperative agreements with dash, with A, World Bank, with B, Asian Development Bank, with C, European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and D, all of these. That means World Bank, Asian Development Bank, and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development. So here Brics also has partnerships and cooperation agreements with dash. So here again option D, all of the above, is the correct answer. That means Brics has partnerships and cooperation agreements with World Bank as well as Asian Development Bank and European Bank for Reconstruction and Development, and therefore option D, all of the above, is the correct answer to this particular question. I hope the questions in association to Brics as an organization and Brics Bank per se are pretty much clear. Please stay tuned for more. Thank you.